Hi, welcome to Summer Solstice and hot and holy. Today is the full moon and its solstice, and it doesn't always land together. Did you know that? And the energy is very intense today. Have you felt it? You can just put a thumbs up if you have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're being called into the shifting polarities of where you're going to see the rubber meet the road, right? And I would say right now is the most evident time, that the most pronounced time in energy, where we start to feel the bifurcation of the planet, start to feel like it's separating out. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Shawn will read your comments. Yeah.
Nicole said yes.
Okay. So the frequency of your timelines has a lot to do with the choices that you make, with the thoughts that you allow in, with the incoming energies of what the thought forms are around us. So to be more clear and simpler, as we see people going through more intensity, a lot of us who are very highly empathic and highly sensitive, we start to assess that as the climate, right? As the cosmic weather. And as we come into summer solstice, we're at our peak energy, right? So we're in the longest day of the year ever since winter solstice. The energy's been building a little bit more each day. And with that energy, as if we were villagers from another time, we will look to that light as hope for our future. Because if they could make it through the weather to when the days are longer, they knew that they were going to most likely survive. Because now food is more abundant. There's more warm because there's more light, right? So there's kind of a little bit of an exhaling energy in our ancestral chi, in the story of who we are in our cellular DNA. And there's a hope within us that's much larger than just this year being summer solstice, our cosmic seasons, but how it relates to all the lifetimes that have culminated. I call it the sum of our karmas. So think about the sum of all that you are and ask yourself if you've been accessing your true power. And if you know where your chat is or your emojis, go ahead and answer that question. Are you accessing the truth of, thank you, Nicole, the truth of your power? Nicole says nope. And it would be a very big thing to say that, right? It would be a big thing to say yes to that.
No.
Robin says no. Yeah. Are you wanting to? Do you feel that you're ready more than ever? You have the wisdom, perhaps more than ever. You have the intuitive knowledge more than ever, right? So, why we wanted to have this gathering tonight is that tonight is a great evening to sign an energetic contract with yourself, to align to the highest timeline of your frequency. And it doesn't even mean the highest timeline of what you can imagine. Because what is my old saying? Always ask for more than you know to ask for. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
And to feel worthy of that, to understand that that's your birthright, is to call heaven to earth. In 2020, the thing that I noticed the most when I was staring at the sky in Kauai, I always noticed since the beginning of my time in Kauai, probably maybe 15 years before that, that Kauai was one of the most active places where you could viscerally see the dragons. I'm not surprised at all that Hanalei is called Hanalei, right? Hanalei, Hanalei, right? There's an element of the Chinese dragon, the ancient dragon of power, and not so much the dragons that come from the belief systems of the inverted dragon, right? But the protectors, the gatekeepers of our realm. This is a time to be really cognizant of the energy that you keep. Not just your friendships and not your relationships, because that's something that you already know you need to manage. But where we let our mind drift off to in confusion and worry and the silly judgments that we conclude on because we've gotten into the habit sometimes of not actually calling the highest timeline to us in an effort to sort of like not feel stretched too far beyond our capacity. Sometimes we don't call the circumstances that are really going to help us to fully transpose ourselves into a timeline where we start to eradicate our addiction to grasping on lower energies and feeling that we aren't holding ourselves self-accountable to fully embodying this self that we always known was there, but we haven't always known how to reach it. So tonight, I'm going to take you on a little journey where we call back our original contracts for why we came to Earth Plane in the first place. How does that feel to you?
Amazing.
Ah, good.
Nicole says awesome. Julie says amazing. Megan, amazing.
The first thing we have to tell ourselves is that we're going to call all of our power back to ourselves. So before we drop into our journey, I want you to get a general essence of scanning your body for anything that you know intuitively is a block in your body that you have repeatedly been coming up against, either suffering, pain, limitation, constriction, fear, anxiety. And I want you to just locate those places And I want you to sort of, since we use the computer a lot, I want you to kind of energetically highlight it with the white light of the divine. And then, just like as if you were deleting it from your computer, I want you to either drag it to the trash or just click delete. Are you ready? Okay. So, hello?
It's okay. I just muted them.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. So call upon your highest expression, because we want to do this with the self that is committed to living heaven on earth. So first, call upon the timeline of your highest order, of the highest alignment of the law of one, where we are all connected in the universal confidence. My mouth got stuck because I'm thirsty. In the universal consciousness of divine white light. And when we say divine white light, it's still spectral, okay? But it's neutral, it's the 0 point. And when we say 0 point, if you're not familiar with that, it means that the 0 point is not charged with any emotion, not even desire. Sometimes we think desire makes it more magnetic, but it doesn't. Neutrality. You want to sort of move through this exercise as if you have no attachment to anything but being led unconsciously, heartfully, to your highest timeline. And then there's no attachment, so that you can actually ask for more than you know to ask for, because you've surrendered any of your conscious mind that gets stuck on desires. You just delete that. You're lining up with the Holy Spirit, with the universal Christ consciousness. Breathe into that. And notice that the constriction that you would normally feel in your breath starts to fade. There you go. Excellent. Now I want you to kind of highlight your body as if you were viewing yourself from your highest place in divine consciousness that still can incarnate in this 3D realm. So find the best feeling of freedom. You always kind of know that you're pointing to your true north when you look for the feeling that's the most genuinely free. And if you have a hard time getting to that genuinely free space, go ahead and lift your hands above your head into a victory V. It will automatically kind of transfer you over into a feeling of accomplishment. And if you find that that's hard, go ahead and just stand in victory pose. Good. Now look with your mind's eye and see if there's anything that you can see, even if it's just cloudiness, stuckness. You don't have to understand what you're seeing. You just know that it feels incongruent with what is true joy, true peace, true detachment. There's a expansive bliss when you're connected to the nothing and the all at the same time. All the while, make sure you're breathing that breath of life through your body. That's excellent. And just pay attention to those little nooks and crannies. They might appear to you in many different ways. Sometimes it could be almost childlike. You might see it as a character or a spider web, or you'll just maybe see it as a dark splotch. it doesn't really matter. Here you have full authority to remove whatever. There's nothing that could appear as darkness that has more authority over you in this place than your true self. So right now you have ultimate power because you are truly connected to your highest timeline. So you might see little blips or funny things in your field and just go over. Maybe you take a mouse over there with like a computer and highlight it. Delete, delete, delete. Capture it, carry it to the trash. You can highlight it, hand it to your angels. Everybody has their own path. There you go. Now, if I have your permission, I'm going to go in and I'm going to energetically delete some of the things I'm seeing. If I have your permission, just go ahead and give us a thumbs up or write yes. So Shawn can text me. Great.
Nicole is yes.
Megan, yes.
Julie, yes.
Roz, is Roz awake? It's late for her. Shauna.
Yes, Shauna. Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just breathe. And Shauna, I'm going to have you lead them through some sacred breath. And I'm going to go do some energetic cleansing. And you will feel it. It's amazing. So just go ahead and go into your joy space where your heart is open. And I'm going to go in and just clean house. Okay, Shawn, take it on.
So as you're breathing, imagine that your breath brings in the white light of the divine through your vagus nerve into the visceral part of your body. And the vagus nerve, imagine it comes from your third eye all the way down your central column of light through your body. And as that, you breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe the white light of the divine in. Hold your breath and exhale, breathe out. Again, breathe in. Feeling your lungs expand, feeling as the white light of the divine touches every cell of your body. It just restores it to its highest divine blueprint. And exhale. Imagine taking that breath all the way to your pubic bone as you breathe in. Inhale. Hold the breath, hold the breath, hold the breath. Exhale. And then allow your breath to soften and open and deepen. And as you're breathing, you're feeling more and more of you, allowing that true frequency of true radiance to come into every cell of your body. Breathe in. Exhale. Releasing the tension in your neck and in your shoulder blades as you breathe in. Exhale. Slowly and softly. Breathing in to your hips and your pelvis. Inhale and softly like a cloud, let that breath just settle in your pelvis. Feeling you expand and exhale. as you settle, you're beginning to feel like your heart is breathing for you. It's breathing with you. So begin to feel that sensation as Ali is opening your heart chakras and all of your chakras, your throat, your crown, your third eye, your root, your second chakra, your solar plexus. Feel all of your chakras, the wheels of light, as Ali's going in and clearing the energy, that they're beginning to open and spin in perfect harmony in the clockwise direction, bringing energy into your body. And you're feeling your electrical body come online in a new way as you begin to receive the frequencies of your highest divine plan.
That's so good, Shawn. Thank you.
Thank you.
And so you feel that freedom that you were made for in this moment. And if you have any blocks that are unconsciously keeping you stuck, don't worry about it, because the higher timeline is working on you, no matter what your cognitive mind might feel because of lower vibrational energies. You are still, with your free will, being reached on the highest of levels. So know that wherever you're at, you're still with us in the highest way. So I call you forward into a beautiful cave that may not look the way an earthly cave would, but more like a container in a way of a holographic field that is made of gemstones so that you can receive the frequencies of the gems that you feel you most are drawn to in this lifetime, but may not have earthly access to. So if it's diamond, if it's emerald, it doesn't even have to be worth a lot of money. It could be like a fluorite, right? And you just like the frequency of those colors. But allow yourself to feel as if you are contained in a meditation dome, but it's encapsulated like a vase. And you come into it through your heart. So there's nothing but frequency there, right? So there's nothing to feel afraid of. It's a pure and open, vibrating frequency. For some of you, you might feel that many gems are coming in and changing frequency, kind of like when you're in a healing pool and they change the lights on you. But each of the frequencies that's coming to you is coming to empower you, to cleanse you, to fortify you, to inspire you, to mystify you. All of these qualities that we think are sort of outside of us are inside our cellular body on all levels, on all planes and all dimensions in this now moment. It's all available to you through that energetic yes to a contract and a commitment that even though you don't know how to heal, even though you don't know when, because sometimes we get into a controlling spirit with our healing, we micromanage or we niggle at it. In this now moment, you're free of any of the earthly limitations. There is no limitation. Allowing the frequencies of each gemstone to permeate your being into the cellular beingness of you. And you might find that it's spectral, right? That it's the white light that has become all the colors of the spectrum. Beyond even what we would see. We see the colors of the rainbow, but I can assure you there are more. That's just limited to what we see and is available to us. There's so much more than we know. So let your heart speak to you as if it was singing chants of the all-encompassing vibrations of the sound of the universe, the sound of healing, the feeling of healing, the frequency of all that you were ever to know or not know yet on all levels, planes, and dimensions, through every cell of your being down to the very most minute particle. Even that is traveling in wormholes. There's so much more than you could ever imagine. So in this moment, I want you to ask for whatever will enhance your journey, and that you will be able to, as a gift of walking through this portal of the summer solstice, to walk into this new transitory time as you feel the vibrational bridge of the fourth dimension. And that, yes, you're still here in the third dimension where it applies in a physical way, but your capabilities are more than ever available to you in the fourth dimensional bridge. And so that might mean, because it's fourth dimension, you might sometimes in this new contract see your lower energies, the contracts that no longer serve you, and be at peace when you come across them. And just know that the deletion process remains the same. At any time, you have the power to delete that which no longer serves you, simply by highlighting the feeling and thinking delete, feeling delete, saying delete. I always like to say it 3 times, delete, delete, delete. So imagine that you are in your mind's eye, still in the gem containment, but that you can imagine that there is a bridge now, and see what the bridge looks like for you. Allow it to appear in front of you in a misty but ethereal way, showing you it as if it was physical, but you know that it's more than what it appears to be. You're not going to cross it today. You're simply going to open yourself up to the commitment to cross the bridge as time and circumstances and awarenesses create space for you to welcome yourself into new levels of consciousness, new levels of awareness that equate to you as liberation and freedom from whatever has bound you in the physical world through the mental limitations at times, encumbered you through lack of full vision into your awareness, but coaxing you through the feeling that you are ready to be all that you came to be. And as you get closer, you see the beautiful power dragons. They stand for you through the realms as gatekeepers, protecting you on all planes, levels, and dimensions. And Shawn always kind of brings in the dragon egg. And I think that is a really beautiful concept to work with tonight because it's fertile. The egg contains new life. So I want you to see in a way that you are also represented in the dragon energy, and that when you are ready to fully stand in your power, that little dragon within you that is mighty and ready for her feisty, fierce force just has to nudge on the inside of this shell, wiggle her booty, shake her tail, stretch a little too far one day in a weak spot, and it will break open. And you don't have to do that today. But the solstice says you can. And the solstice says the energy is right. And the solstice says in the astrology, you are going to be tested to stand in your light. Choose heaven on earth. So Shawn is going to be coming in as the angel of Holy Scribe. However she comes to you, to Shauna, she might look like a naughty fairy. One of our jokes. But see her in all her glory, handing you your transcript. The one that you're writing still, the one that you're co-creating. But you're going to sign on the dotted line that you give yourself full permission to express your highest nature. And you don't know what that looks like yet, because to this state on the planet, you haven't expressed it. You're only reaching that frequency now. And no other time have you been in the fullness of you. This is the farthest you've ever come along with the most amount of awareness in this turn of the wheel as a 3D being having a human experience. Now, outside of Earth plane, yes, you've been way past it, but you came to feel your limitations here. So don't spite them. Don't scorn them. Tell yourself as you write into your holy script, it's sacred. This is your contract with yourself. Decide what level of resistance you are going to come forward in. For me, I don't want it anymore. The contrast has already shown me how ferocious it is. I'm ready. I'm ready to feel all the joy that is in the spectrum of bliss. But whatever is true for you is true for you. There is no right answer, but just know that you will get what you feel you're ready for. So sometimes I say it's like growing into a bigger shoe. Choose the larger size, the fuller opportunity, so that you can grow past the boundaries that you've been living in since the last winter solstice. You are ready, and the world is ready for you. And as you wake up, you create a frequency for all the souls that don't know yet how to emanate the vibrational light that is very important, that you came on this level to hold this floor for humanity, for Mother Earth, and for all the beings that are coming through to support Earth in her ascension. You're ready. In this moment, I want you to take your own time. Write down for yourself, even if you scribble it, into the heart sense that you have across your heart, that you're ready to be more than you knew to be, that you're ready to have Earth experience be something that exceeds your greatest imaginings, that you're ready to help your brothers and sisters walk home, You're ready for the bodhisattva role, that you don't go home until everyone goes home. The legions of light lift us up, and you are the legions of light in human form. If you've never recognized who you really are, this is the time. Feel into your heart space. Allow it to be like that burst emoji, where it's expressing itself a feeling of internal combustion, the combustion of light and love and liberty, actually. Liberation and freedom, victory, intuition, creation, healing on all planes, on all levels, and on all dimensions. And when you are ready, write "and so it is" into your script. Roll it up. Energize it with whatever rays you want. I feel like the platinum and gold ray is extremely helpful, because the platinum ray is the divine feminine and the gold ray is the divine masculine. So I kind of like to bring my inner divine masculine and feminine together and create oneness, congruency, inner presence, my inner authority. I just call it all to my now moment. Rejoicing that this is the truth of who you are. This is the truth of the whole reason you came to be human in the first place. So today is a day of great celebration. And much will come of this now moment. So many things that you came to uncover through your human experience are going to magically make sense on more levels than you're aware that are there. And there's no overwhelm with that feeling. There is just all rightness. All is right. All is well. All is peaceful. There you go. Feel how your body settles into the acknowledgement that you have been looking for a rite of passage, but maybe didn't know how you were going to find it. Shawn is coming into your ethereal containment of the gem frequency, and she's loving it because she loves fancy jewels. So you know she's going to come with some oohs and ahs, because Shawn is just contagiously excitement embodied. So let her rejoice as you gently hand over this agreement. And this agreement is going into your spiritual DNA. So as you pass it into her hands, she just becomes the catalyst frequency of delivering your energy so supremely into the seamless consciousness of your Christed energy. You're at oneness with all that is. Your co-creative mastery to help this planet elevate into ascended levels of fifth dimensional and higher frequencies. As we bless any of the wayward spirits, lost souls, the confusion energy, the lacking self-love energy that feels that it cannot move forward with us into the higher timeline, we bless them. We pray for them. And we send them one last ray of hope as you come back to all that you are, because you cannot be a bridge. Leave it to divine source energy to show them whatever they need to know on how to evolve their own consciousness. Know that they will be with us soon when they are ready. Move into this now moment of a more joyful space in your body, a more hopeful space in your body, a more trusting space in your physical body. Notice that your body feels lighter and that anything that you were perceiving as off or off kilter suddenly feels fully in alignment and integrated. That you feel light, that you feel that anticipation energy, that your quantum charisma is in this now moment, and that things will begin to happen at lightning speed in ways that you wouldn't even know you needed, but are enjoying the mystery becoming your reality. We are complete.
And so it is.
So it is.
Thank you, Ali. That was amazing.
You're welcome.
Ladies, slide off into dream time tonight with us. Have a beautiful night.